August 2nd, 2010, just past 8 p.m. A security guard in Ontario, Canada was doing his nightly rounds on rural government-owned airport lands. Among the trees, the area was dotted with a few abandoned houses that were commonly targeted by vandals and arsonists. On this night, the security guard noticed a suspicious vehicle parked close to one of the houses. He decided to sit there and wait for the owner to return. 2 hours would pass until he finally gave up and continued doing his rounds. By the time he did a full circle and returned to the same spot, the car was gone. It wasn't much, but the security guard still made a report about it. Fast forward over a year later to November of 2011, and a set of contractors were sent out to the same house to examine it for later demolition. However, as they were completing their inspection, they would discover something in the basement. They walked inside and saw chains bolted to the ceiling extending to the ground. The whole room was recently painted completely white. There was a construction bench, along with tools marked with red paint. There were multiple jugs of water. All the windows had been double paned. The walls and ceiling were insulated with double-layered fiberglass. Unsettled by the sight, the contractors called the police. Police considered various scenarios. For example, they considered if it could have been a movie set. But, of course, they also considered the much darker scenarios, like if someone was planning to abduct another person and lock them inside. This prompted them to look through filed reports, and this would lead them to the report made by the security guard over a year prior. Fortunately, the security guard had written down the car's license plate in the report, which gave police a starting point. Eventually, this would lead them to a man named Robert Edwin White. After that, not much research was required to put the rest of the case together. Robert's wife had recently ended their marriage, and she would turn to her close friend, Gwen Armstrong, for support. This made Robert grow a deep resentment towards Gwen, as he felt she was responsible. Robert's now ex-wife would end up telling police how Robert ran a renovation business, and that he always marked his tools with red paint, which was consistent with what they found in the basement. This was enough to get him arrested, and while in custody, he would admit to renovating the abandoned house's basement, although he didn't say why he did it, at least not until he was thoroughly questioned in court. There, he admitted that he wanted to abduct Gwen Armstrong, his ex-wife's friend, who, again, he felt was responsible for his divorce. Robert was charged with breaking and entering with the intent to commit an indictable offense.